Hey, internet. Do you have brothers? I'm not like bros. I mean, like, what's up, bro? Yo, nothing much, bro. What's up with you? Like, we all have those. I'm not talking about those. I mean, actual, literal human being siblings of the male persuasion. I have two. And obviously, I'm their one stop shop for everything manly. TBH, that kind of sucks for them. But seriously, y'all, being an older brother, the oldest older brother, it's harder than staying awake at a deer blind at 4 a.m. You can only play Lion King on the Sega Game Gear so many times.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover.
Hey guys, welcome. It is a new episode of the MANCHILD message. Today we are wrapping up our series on the Prodigal Son parable with a message about the other older brother. The younger son, he has come back home and the father's throwing a party, but this goofus is outside calling the wambulance. Why is he feeling that way? Well, let's read the Bible.
Hey, sister,
Luke 15:25-32. Meanwhile, the older son was in the field. When he came near the house, he heard music and dancing. So he called one of the servants and asked him what was going on. "Your brother has come," he replied, "and your father has killed the fattened calf because he has him back safe and sound." The older brother became angry and refused to go in. So his father went out and pleaded with him. But he answered his father, "Look, all these years I've been slaving for you and never disobeyed your orders. Yet you never gave me even a young goat so I could celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours who has squandered your property with prostitutes comes home, you kill the fattened calf for him." "My son," the father said, "you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad, because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found."
Water sweet, but blood is thicker.
Sit. 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 There you go. Okay, guys, so if you haven't guessed, you're gonna need a dog for this message, or a pet or something, and I'm sure once you know what it's all about, you'll be able to adapt to your own needs and conditions. But if your church will let you, bring a dog in. You know what? It keeps people in the seats. What are you gonna do, you know?
I wonder. Oh, if the sky...
Okay, guys, the point of today's message is I want to be a good example. We all do. I would love it if people would look at me as a reference guide to how to live a good Christian life. And in fact, I do have people, as I'm sure everybody does, I do have people, or in this example's case, animals, that very much look to me for direction. Today, you're gonna use a dog, your pet, or whatever, as the example, as something that you've led through life. I had to train Remus here, to sit, because that's basically all he does. But without me as his guide, as his example, Remus would not have learned to do the right thing, you know? Yeah, you. I also have two younger brothers of my own, and I also hold a position of leadership in this church here. The question is, how will I respond to them? Will I lead them the best I can and put their needs before mine? Or will I let them flounder while I pursue my own interests, like Remus is doing right now, sniffing around everything? The parable of the prodigal son offers us a dark take on that option to put ourselves before others. The older brother in the story, he simply cannot get over his younger sibling's actions, or his sins. He's bitter and he doesn't understand the father's actions. At the end of the story, he's still outside, and we aren't told if he goes back inside to enjoy the party. In a sense, he is now the prodigal son, off and separated from his family. We are all this older brother. I know I've been him at least twice. Okay, 3 times max. We have people or animals to take care of, and yet we still can't get over ourselves enough to set them a good example. Did I set you a good example? Maybe? I don't have any more treats for you. So, what? Jesus is our true older brother. Jesus did for us what the older brother in the story couldn't do for his prodigal brother. The older brother couldn't reconcile his younger brother's behavior, but Jesus reconciled all of us when he died on the cross for our sins. Jesus finds us, his prodigal people, wherever we are, whatever we're doing, bad or good, and steers us back to the open arms of the Father. Just like training a dog, Jesus patiently waits for us to learn to follow him. Precautions for this message are kind of obvious. They're 4-legged and they pant a lot, but you know, it's a dog in a church. What could go wrong, right?
Hey, sister, know the water's sweet.
And as always, guys, here's a prayer for you to use if you want to. I encourage you to use your own prayer, but if you want to use this one, go for it.
For you, there's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
And that's it. That is this week's episode of the Man-Child Message. It's all about that love that Jesus has for us as he is our true older brother. He leads us like we lead our siblings or our pets around and shows us how to do good and behave the way he wants us to. Next week, you guys, the first Lent message will be ready. It's all about that betrayal that Jesus receives from Judas. So look forward to that. Comment, share, tell me how I'm doing. Please give this a watch. View it as many times as you want to. I'm not looking to become famous or anything, but I would really like this to get in the hands of other ministers, ministry professionals who could really use it. I'm Daniel, and I will see you guys next week.